Please welcome to this session. We are the group number 12. My name is Zhangallimbay, and we are going to talk about linguistic variation. But what is linguistic variation? Teaching with linguistic variation fosters equity and accurate assessment, validate identity, builds metalinguistic awareness, and improve communication by coaching, style shifting, and align tasks with the student age, norms, and academic register. But what means age? Age shapes how learners produce, understand, and style shift language because cognitive, social, and physiological abilities change across the lifespan. Why it matters? Variation by age is normal, not a deficit. Classroom talk, tasks, and assessments should match developmental pragmatics, how students manage turn talking, politeness, audience, and register. For example, another age example is classroom prompt, explain photosynthesis, for example. Student by 7 years could tell us plants eat sunlight and water to make food, but a student around 13 and 15 years, the synthesis could be plants cover light energy into a chemical energy in chloroplast, and they use CO2 and H2O to produce glucose and oxygen. Adult learner, photosynthesis in an anabolic pathway, converting photon energy into stored chemical energy. The light reaction and Calvin recycle, increasing biomass under adequate irradiance. So, as we see, the age is important in this topic. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Vinueza, and in this part of the video I'll be explaining two types of the linguistic variation in the classroom, gender and socioeconomic status. Socioeconomic status, or SES, refers to a person's social and economic background, things like income, education level, and job type. This background can shape how students use language. For example, kids from wealthier families might be exposed to more formal or academic vocabulary at home, while students from lower income households may use more local or informal language varieties. So let's say a teacher asks the class to explain what photosynthesis is. A student from a high SES background might say, it's the process plants use to convert sunlight into energy. Another student might say, it's how plants eat sunlight. Both are correct in meaning, but one reflects more exposure to academic language. As teachers, we need to value both responses and help all the students build academic vocabulary without judging their background. So, gender can influence how students use language. For example, some girls may use polite, collaborative phrases like, I think we could, while some boys may use more assertive language like, we should do this. This difference reflects social and cultural norms, and as teachers, we should recognize them as part of students' identities and support all voices in the classroom. And those were two types of linguistic variation. Both influence how students use and understand language in the classroom.
Hello, teacher. My name is Alexander Gabriel Bernabé Campos. My topic is code switching. Today, we will discuss about this topic, which refers to the practice alternative between two or more languages in a conversation common in bilingual communities. Now, the code switching occurs when speakers change language based on the context. There are two types: intra-essential within a sentence and inter-essential between sentences. Example. A teacher might say, today we will discuss a cultural identity. In Spanish, ¿qué significa la identidad para ustedes? This switch to Spanish engages the students and validates their culture. Now, the function allows students to express complex ideas or internet language foster cultural identity and enhance participation education show a view its value a tool for creating an inclusive environment. Now, the next topic is regional variation. Now, the regional variation in language, which refer to linguistic difference based on geographical region, includes difference in pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. For example, in English, soda and pop are used in different areas. In Spanish, camion can refer to the bus in Mexico, a truck. In other countries, to use a bus instead of two. It's common in Argentina and Uruguay. Now, it's essential in education, validation is different, creating an inclusive learning environment, and help students develop their linguistic identity. Thank you.
Hello, teacher. My name is Josselyn Burgos. Today, I will discuss the concept of Sociolect, which refers to the variety of language used by a specific social group. A sociolect can be influenced by factors such as social class, age, occupation, or ethnic group. For example, the language used by young people in a community may differ significantly from that used by adults. In summary, Sociolect reflects the cultural and social identity of a group. Understanding it helps educators connect better with their students. Next, register. Register refers to the style of language used in different communicative contexts. For example, register adapts according to the situation, purpose, and audience. It can vary from formal language in academic speech to informal language in formal conversation. In conclusion, register is a fundamental for effective communication, understanding how and when to use different styles of language in community skills. Thank you.
Hi, teacher. My name is Tello, and now I am talking about language use. What is about language use? Language use refers to how we apply language in real life situation. It is not just about rules or vocabulary, but about choose words, tone, style according to the context or audience. For example, a student speaks informal with your best friends, but writes academically in a easy. Both are correct, but serve different purposes. In the classroom, we can teach these practical activities such as a role play, where one student is a customer and other is a salesperson, and then repeat it is a formal email. In this way, students learn to adapt their language and communicate effectively in different contexts. Now, let's talk about language style. Language style, it is to the way we choose words, sentence structures, and tone to communicate effectively in different situations. It's not just that we say it, but how we say it is a style, formal or informal description and context. Okay. For example, in the classroom, imagine asking a student to write a short story. First, they write it is a personal diary entry, informal expression full of emotion. Then they rewrite the same story and a newspaper article. Formal conceits at fructual. Through this, a student learns how the style change the way a message it refers. Teaching language style empowers students to adapt their communicate to different contexts, making their English more flexible, expressive, and effective.